Yes, YouTube, what's popping? It's early in the morning. We are in for fasted cardio and a full day of eating. The time now is 25 minutes past 3. Your boy's sleeping pattern is on a madness and it doesn't look like it's slowing down. So, picked this bad boy up the other day. Unreal purchase. Insane. Getting cardio done fasted is great. Great for my mentality, to be honest. Earning my first meal. Yeah, and it means I can go and train without doing any cardio. Anyway, I've already covered all this in a previous video. Full day of eating. I had my check-in through yesterday morning and food has been dropped. I'm actually now on the lowest food that I've been on in almost 3 years, which is pretty rough, to say the least. Pretty hungry day to day. However, your boy's trying to get peeled out of his brains. So this is just what's necessary. To be fair, in terms of expenditure, I'm not doing that much, like 15k steps and 40 minutes daily. Yes, it's a lot, but when I've had a look at what other people are doing when they're prepping, it's not that lot, not that much. A lot of people end up doing an hour cardio daily, which I won't be doing. I'm not gonna lie, I think my expenditure probably won't increase anymore. Reese said I've got 2 weeks left of dieting, stripping off body fat. Obviously, I've had my food dropped, so maybe there'll be one more little change just to keep things kicking on. But I think for now, I'm getting leaner pretty much daily. Not daily, but every 2 or 3 days, I'm looking a little bit leaner. Skin's looking a little bit thinner. So just going to keep things cranking. So I've got 40 minutes on this bad boy. I'm going to just watch some YouTube videos, play some games. I'm not going to lie. Over the past week or two, Clash Royale has been getting me through the cardio. I genuinely, there's nothing on earth that distracts you like gaming. I'm not going to lie, like growing up, I was a gamer. I still am a gamer. Not a lot, but I do play games in the evening now to keep me distracted from being hungry. There's nothing like it. Like when you're playing COD or Clash Royale on the bike, your mind is just focused on what you're doing. So you're not thinking about other things. And there was a clip of Elon Musk. He's an avid gamer as well. And he said to switch off, there's nothing that even comes close to gaming, because if you're playing a game that's hard, that's challenging, that involves a little bit of strategy, you need to focus or else you're not going to do very well. So yeah, little dieting tip for any of you watching this: if you're struggling with hunger, keep yourself busy. And the best way for me to do that and enjoy it at the same time, a little bit of gaming. I'm 25, it's a little bit of virgin activity. However, it's helping me out. So that is just what I'm doing. That's 40 minutes wrapped up at 10 past 4. Do you know how good that feels? Feels fucking good. It really does. Eat the frog, man. Every day, cardio is the thing I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to keep banging on about cardio, but yeah, I'm glad that's done. Right, time to eat. I'm going to have meal number 1, which I will show you shortly. I'm going to grab myself a cheeky little Monny as well. Monny at 4 a.m. Some would say that that is a little bit wrong. However, I love drinking a Monster, and I've been awake for a couple of hours, so where's the harm in that? Meal number 1 then, chaps. We've got eggs, 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, 200 ml of egg whites, a little bit of pink salt. This dispenser, by the way, is an absolute game changer. It means that you don't have to weigh out your salt. Each little spritz, 0.3 grams, so perfect for keeping on top of hydration. And then, I've got about 15 grams of ketchup. Little drizzle on top, not too much ketchup. This ketchup's low calorie anyway. I think it's 6 calories for every 15 grams. So there's about 15 grams there. And then I've got myself cheeky little Monny. So calories and macros are there on the screen. This is my most just pathetic meal. It's small, it's not filling, doesn't touch the sides. However, what it takes to get peeled. Right then, chaps, we've got meal number 2. 2 crumpets, 20 grams of jam. That's a measly bit of jam. It used to be 40. 20 grams of dark chocolate, and then we've got chicken, 160 grams raw, 250 grams of jasmine rice, Tilda jasmine rice, which by the way is the goat. If I could be sponsored for just one thing, whether it's protein or dark chocolate or rice, just one product, it'd be Tilda jasmine. It's my favourite bit of scran. It's so good. It's literally just the best. Everything, texture, taste. I would literally scran it on its own, just with nothing on, by the bucket load. So calories and macros are on the screen. I'm salivating. This is my pre-workout meal, so I'm going to have this, crack on with a little bit more work. I'm going to do my steps, and then, what is that? It's a road sweeper outside. do my steps, and then it's going to be time for a leg day. Yay, leg day. Leg day's tough, man. Right, this smells insane. So good. This is my biggest meal of the day. So this is as full as I'm going to be throughout the entirety of the day. But we're not here to be full. We're here to get shredded. And to get shredded, you're not going to be full, I'm afraid. So this is just what it takes. Oh, also, a little bit more salt on there. 3 spritz of that. And then we've got some low salt, which is a little bit less sodium, more potassium. Again, just for the electrolytes, just a little sprinkle. And there we have it. That is the meal done and dusted. Looking tasty, smelling a lot better than it looks, although it does look nice. The smells are insane. And when the dark chocolate melts into the crumpet, you see all that dark chocolate juice on the outside. Prep's ruining me, man. It's ruining my brain. I'm so food focused. To be fair, it's not been that bad. It's not been as bad as I thought it'd be. My first photo shoot was by far the worst for food noise, but that's because I was watching food videos. Like, I remember Eric the Electric. I must have given him about 10,000 views on his videos. Whenever I had any spare time, doing cardio or in bed, just before I was about to go to sleep, I'd be watching a food video, and I feel like if you feed into that and you lean into that, it makes it so much worse. Keep yourself busy. I'm just spending a lot of my evenings on Xbox just to keep my mind off of being hungry, and it's working a treat. We're Saturday stepping then. Peeps, not gonna lie, it's a little bit chilly today, and I did just have a little nap. Today I'm tired this morning. I got on the bike, first 3 minutes, I was gassed. Gets a little bit easier the longer that you sit on there, but the first 5 minutes were a little bit brutal. Yeah, just feeling a little bit tired. Sleep's not in a good spot, waking up early, it's hitting me hard. Anyway, steps. There's no better way to start your day, genuinely. Like if I had a crystal ball, if I had crystal bollocks, and I could just design my perfect morning, I would always kick it off with some steps when it's starting to get bright. Obviously with me waking up at stupid o'clock, pitch black for a couple of hours up on wake. So I do like for it to brighten up a little bit before I get outside for some steps, just to get some sunlight in the eyes, regulate that cortisol. And then a little bit of movement as well does help to wake you up. And it's very peaceful as well. Saturday and Sunday steps are the best, in my opinion. For that reason specifically, it's just very peaceful. I feel like in today's day and age, you don't really get much time or much space to just sit and ponder with your thoughts, where it's very quiet, peaceful, like there's no other people about, which I love in the morning. I genuinely do. Beautiful. And just sit with my own thoughts, plan out my day, no distractions, just get my steps in. I do usually put a podcast on, to be fair, but it's just nice. Good way to start the day. Have a little bit of time to yourself before the carnage starts, before you're either heading into work or seeing your family or whatever it might be. I do think it's really important to just have some time to yourself. I feel like it's important to learn to love your own company, because there will be times where you are on your own. And I think it's important. As of today, your boy is 29 days out. 4 weeks tomorrow, boy. The show number 1, the first dance. And then I'm hoping to have another 2 shows following. The second show will be 2 weeks after my first one. I will 100% be doing that. And then the third show, I actually need to qualify for. So the first show that I'm doing on the 20th of September, I don't think it goes off of placings. For PCA, I think if you look good, then they will send you an invite to, it's called the British Finals. Sounds a lot more prestigious than it actually is. Reece said that I should have no issues qualifying for that, because I'm going to be ready. Your boy's going to be absolutely sliced. I'm already pretty lean, and I'm not going to lie, the mind games are pretty sort of prevalent at the moment. I was chatting to Tay at the gym yesterday. I'm aware that I'm very lean, like I'm sub 10% body fat. I still think I'm a little bit fat. And I'm not just saying this for the video, but like my love handles, like I've not got much body fat to pinch anywhere, but on my love handles on my back, I can pinch there, and there's a good bit of meat, which I'm not a fan of. It's annoying. I'm just genetically predisposed to carrying a lot of fat in my love handles, which is frustrating, because it's literally the worst place to carry body fat. But even now, with me being 2-3 weeks out from stage condition, I'm still carrying a good sort of chunk of fat on the back of my hips. Man, it's so annoying. It will come off. It will come off. Still got plenty of time yet to strip away, but just one of those things. My genetics. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mum. But no, it'll come off. And again, everywhere else is looking pretty lean. Did some posing yesterday after my training session. and I'm happy. Posing is coming along pretty good. I've ordered my trunks. I'm looking forward to trying them on, to be honest. Hopefully they fit. I had to measure them. They've been made bespoke, and the measurements are a little bit weird, having to like go through my crack and up above my piece and then wrap it around my belly, wrap it around the top of my arse, and then wrap it around the widest part of my bum. So fingers crossed they fit, because if they don't, I don't get a refund because they've been made bespoke. So obviously no one else is going to have the same measurements as me. Oh, exciting, man. So exciting. Right then, peeps, I'm actually going to have meal number 3 before I train, because I'm going to be out this afternoon. My parents are going car shopping. I'm going to go with them. So I'm going to have meal 3 now. Then I'm going to train, have my post-workout meal, and then have my final meal after I get back, which should be at around 4 p.m, I think. So we have got cream of rice, sticky toffee pudding by Trained by JP, unreal. And then this, did mention this in yesterday's video, limited edition protein. It's actually out of stock now. It's golden caramel cookie shake. And yes, it does taste as good as it sounds. So I've got 40 grams cream of rice, which I'm not going to lie is not a lot. Right, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect whey drip. This is my new obsession. I've never really been one for faffing around with food, but this whey drip compared to just having it mixed in is phenomenal. So good. Right, so 50 grams powder, 49.6, that'll do. Now, this is where you do need to be careful. Mug, protein, fork. Now this does require a little bit of precision. You need to be careful not to put too much water in, because then it'll go runny. So you put a little bit in, give it a little stir, a little bit more, give it a little stir. It's looking good, chaps. I'm a seasoned veteran whey drip maker. Now that is absolutely perfect. Now then, same as the whey drip with this cream of rice, I literally just eyeball the water. Pour a little bit in, give it a mix, pour a little bit in, give it a mix until it's at your desired consistency. 10 grams dark chocolate, 40 grams of blueberries, a little bit of salt for the electrolytes. Are you ready for the drip? Oh, so good, man. And there we have it, chaps. Cream of rice, whey drip, blueberries, dark chocolate. Check that bad boy out. Job's a good one. This meal's going to go down a treat, although it is incredibly small. It is really small. That's where we're at.
Você é louco, meu Deus!
Post-workout munch, we have got 100 grams of Cocoa Pops, 50 grams of whey drip, and then we've also got cheeky little monster number 2 of the day. So calories and macros are there on the screen. This is my last decent meal. My next meal is tiny, pretty much. It's really tiny. But that's what we need to do to get shredded. Just whipping up my last meal. I've got my chicken prepped, just got some taters on the go, boiling potatoes. That is the best food to keep you full, satiated. Boiled potatoes, there's no better food, highest on the satiety index. Got my little bit of veg ready, 100 grams of lettuce. Now, these bad boys, this is what I love about this coffee machine. So, ground coffee, don't know if we've got any in. We haven't, we don't buy ground coffee anymore. But I feel like all ground coffee smells and tastes the exact same from the ones that I've tried. However, got this little multi-pack box of coffee beans. So we've got Indonesia, Ethiopia, Indian beans. There were a couple of others, some Brazilian, got some Colombian there, which I'm about to throw in. The smell. That just smells so good, genuinely. So I'm gonna load this bad boy up, whip myself up a little coffee, get them beans in there. The smell is insane. So strong. In a nice way. Smells unreal. I'm going to make myself an iced Americano. Gonna grab my Rodney Trotter mug from Only Fools and Horses. If you know, you know. Go to TV show, one of the best of all time. Now, watch the magic happen. Literally takes 1 minute to turn on and for it to warm up. So, we're ready. Cup down, espresso, pretty strong, 55ml. And then we're gonna go for a double, because I'm an absolute bad man. Press to brew. Grinding the beans. Just gonna spit the beans out. Got myself an iced Americano. And I'm gonna throw in a cheeky little bit of sweetener for the flavors. I do like drinking a black coffee, however, it does taste nicer with vanilla syrup in, I'm not gonna lie. These aren't great for digestion, so be careful. I do only have one of these a day, if that. I don't have a coffee every day. I do have a Monster every day, though. Yeah, but this is an absolute game changer. Check this out. Brewing the perfect coffee. Feast your eyes on that bad boy, and then it's going to chill out, and then it'll brew espresso shot number 2. And then I need to fill that up with water from the tap. A little bit of sweetener in, and we're golden. We've got a prime iced coffee going down the hatch. Now I just need to wait for these taters. Honestly, tastes insane. It's so good. Just that little splash of sugar-free sweetener. Top notch, man. Top notch. It's a little bit dangerous though because it goes down like water. I could drink 10 of these. I'm not going to because it's probably not a good idea for my sleep, but they're just so good, so good. That machine as well, when I was having a look at it, I was looking at getting one of those where you have to do a little bit more work, you know, where you grind the beans yourself and then you have to stir it around and tamp it and press it down, but I'm glad I didn't do that. Like I love convenience, like I don't want to be messing around with that. It's just a massive ball ache. But with that, you literally just pour the beans in, tap which drink you want, job done, coffee ready. That's what I'm about. Quick, easy, convenient, tasty. What more can you ask for? Right then, we've got the final meal loaded up. Lettuce, 100 grams, a little bit of mayo, 160 grams raw weight chicken, and then we've got 100 grams of raw potato. That is a pathetic serving of potato. It's literally, I've just boiled some potatoes. It's literally one potato. I've got one potato to get down the hatch. It's gonna be a struggle. Not really. But yeah. Last meal of the day, I've got my coffee to finish off as well, cheeky little money. I'm gonna have that now, just to make sure that it's not disrupting my sleep. That's gonna be it for the day. I am pretty hungry, but again, this is the phase we're at now. I am 29 days out. It's crunch time, squeaky bum time. Time to lock in. Just stay focused on the goal, not really let anything get in the way, which I've not been doing anyway. And it's not really a case of negotiating now. I feel like a lot of lads, when they diet, they struggle because they think and they procrastinate and then they negotiate with themselves. Like, for example, if you get back in from work and you're a little bit tired and it says to go and train, or you're supposed to go and train, don't think about it. Just get in, get your bag and get out, because the longer that you think about it, the more likely you are to skip that session and to not go and do it. Same with food. If you're supposed to eat a certain meal, prep it, make sure you've got it, and then you're not going to be as tempted to go and buy something because you've not got, well, you're going to have to buy something because you've not got access to anything. But it's, if you negotiate with yourself over these things, like, you will end up slipping up, and ultimately it's just going to slow you down. And for what? Just for the sake of lacking preparation. So plan and prepare in advance, make sure you've always got meals in the fridge ready to eat, and don't negotiate. Stop thinking. I've said this a couple of times on some reels, but sometimes it pays dividends to just be retarded. Like people that are retarded, they just don't think about what they do. They just go and do it. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. Like, that's a beneficial way, especially when it comes to fitness. If you just don't think and just do, you will make insane amounts of progress. Because again, like when you're debating about, should I do cardio, or I'm a little bit tired, should I skip training? No. Don't negotiate, don't think, just go and do it. And that way you're always moving forward, or you're putting yourself in the best position to always move forward. I'm gonna savor this meal with what I can because it's a measly, tiny meal, but I'm gonna savor it, I'm gonna enjoy it, and then that's gonna wrap it up for the day and for the video. So the calories and macros for this meal are right there. Obviously, this is the lowest amount of calories I've been on genuinely in a few years. When I did my last 2 photo shoots, I was near this number of calories, but I wasn't actually this low. Granted, I've not been this lean before, so you have to push things a little bit further. I am holding a little bit more muscle now, a little bit more tissue, so I can get away with eating a little bit more food. But again, to push to new levels of leanness, i.e. stage condition, you do just have to push things that little bit further. 29 days out, I'm assuming that there probably will be some more changes made, either to expenditure, so increased expenditure, or reducing food even more, which is absolutely fine. Like, I welcome any changes that need to be made. I just want to make sure that come show day number 1, I'm fully ready. I don't want to be looking at pictures or rocking up on the day and thinking, oh, I need to lose a little bit of fat here, need to lose a little bit of fat there. Yes, I've got a couple of shows after which I can improve for, but I still want to be ready for the first one. I feel like in my eyes, the first one is sort of the special one. This is the one where all of my hard work is going to be showcased over the past 2.5 years. Well, it's over the past 9 years, really, because it's all of my training. But since I've had a coach the past 2.5 years, this is the first milestone where I'm going to showcase all of that work and all of that dedication that I put in. So it's a big moment. I'm going to do my best to just enjoy the process and be present on the day and enjoy the journey, as cringy as that sounds. I'm trying not to focus at all on the result, if I get a gold or a second or a third, because ultimately bodybuilding is a genetic sport. Genetics play a massive role. My genetics aren't elite by any means. I feel like my physique is purely a product of hard work. I could come up against a genetic freak on the day. Some black fella who's extremely bubbly, who is genetically gifted, because black people are compared to white people, and I could get absolutely smoked. But I think if I can just sort of detach myself from the outcome of winning a medal or a trophy and just ultimately just do my best and do what I can to bring my best physique to stage, then that's ultimately a win in my eyes. So it is going to take a little bit of work to do that mentally, because I've said this before, I am really competitive in anything that I do, even like a card game. When I go to my missus's house, like I play a lot of card games with her and her family, and if I lose, I absolutely hate it. The good news is I'm okay at card games, so I do win a decent amount of the time, but when I do lose, it's annoying. With anything, sports, badminton, football, swimming, whatever it might be, even if it's just a little game on holiday somewhere, like I'm playing to win, not just to take part. I get a lot of joy and pride out of winning. But again, in bodybuilding, sometimes just doesn't work out that way. Like there are other things that come into play that are just out of your control, i.e. genetic. Like I said, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do my best to just be present on the day, enjoy the moment, spend some quality time with family and friends that will be watching, and just try and enjoy it and have a good time. So that's going to wrap up for this video, people. If you've enjoyed it, drop me a like, drop me a comment with any questions. If you want me to film another one of these videos, let me know. Don't forget to drop me a sub, and I will see you soon.